Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today is August 23rd, 2026, and we're bringing you the daily news edition for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm your host, and we've got a great lineup of uplifting updates from around the world to share with you today. Let's get right into it.
Here is a quick look at today's top stories. We'll start with church aid efforts happening across Brazil, then look at some inspiring community service from the Southwest area. After that, we'll preview the brand new experiences coming to Temple Square. And finally, we'll cover what you need to know about the upcoming Temple Open House reservations.
Starting with our first story, church aid across Brazil. Recent humanitarian efforts down in Brazil have been driven by a very clear purpose, and that is to improve self-reliance, healthcare, and dignity for those who need it most. This broad range of donations really highlights the Church's ongoing commitment to strengthening local communities, and according to the Alta Suficiencia Brazil website, these projects, which cover everything from medical equipment to education, are already making a very real, tangible difference in people's lives.
Let's look at 4 specific initiatives that were recently completed across 3 Brazilian states. Up in Paraíba, the church funded a solar energy project at a major oncology center, the Napoleon Laureano Hospital. By cutting down their energy bills, more of their funding can go straight to actual cancer treatments. Over in Ceará, critical equipment was donated to the Dr. José Frada Institute. We're talking 2 mobile X-ray machines, plus 620 armchairs and companion chairs for visiting families. Also in Ceará, the Fortaleza and Sobral stakes hosted an education day back in June. That event brought together over 3,400 people to learn about educational, financial, and employment opportunities. And finally, in São Paulo, the church donated a specially adapted van to the Wings for Angels Institute back in November 2025 to help provide safe, reliable transport for individuals with disabilities.
To give you an idea of the direct impact here, listen to what Dr. Raquel Pessoa de Carvalho had to say. She's the coordinator of the Center for Studies and Research at the Dr. José Frota Institute. She noted, "You've made a difference in the quality of care provided to trauma patients, and above all, in alleviating the suffering of their caregivers." She actually pointed out that before this donation, family members often had to wait long hours without a proper place to rest. So those new chairs are a highly comforting addition for families going through a tough time.
Moving on to our next segment, Southwest Area Community Service. 2,500. That is the number of gallons of drinking water collected this past May by primary children in the Albuquerque, New Mexico West Stake. When they heard about a water shortage in the local community of Tahajili, the Primary Children's Service Committee stepped right up. They organized a 3-week drive, decorated boxes, and gathered donations to help meet a critical local need.
And that water drive was really just one piece of a broader wave of service projects across New Mexico and Texas this past April and May. For instance, in Grants, New Mexico, youth and adult volunteers spent time at the Community Pantry and Hope Garden. In just 3 hours, they filled 30 garden boxes with wood chips and soil to help boost local food accessibility. Down in Austin, Texas, over 80 volunteers joined an annual youth service day at Community First Village, serving right alongside residents who are transitioning out of chronic homelessness. And over in Denton, Texas, more than 90 youth volunteers worked at the Shiloh Field Community Garden, planting and weeding alongside members of the Mount Zan Praise Church to support families facing food insecurity.
Our third story today takes us to Salt Lake City. New Temple Square experiences.
There are some incredible new Christ-centered experiences currently being developed across 3 specific locations on Temple Square. First up, the Joseph Smith Memorial Building is getting a brand new Life of Christ theater that features immersive surround screen imagery and audio. They're also adding an interactive children's area designed to explore the Savior's parables. Over at the Salt Lake Tabernacle, guests will soon be able to watch presentations about the ministry of Jesus Christ projected directly onto the inside of that iconic domed ceiling. And the conference center is receiving some major updates too, including new galleries, displays highlighting God's prophets, and a beautiful replica of Bertel Thorvaldsen's Genesis Christus statue. The core vision behind all of these updates was beautifully summarized in an August 17th news release by Elder Dale G. Renland of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles. He explained, "These new Temple Square experiences have been designed to help all guests learn of Jesus Christ. He is the focus." He expressed his sincere hope that the millions of people who visit Temple Square will leave feeling inspired, having come to know their Savior just a little bit better through these specific exhibits.
Finally, let's talk about Temple Open House reservations.
As you might know, the conference center has been closed since March of this year in preparation for the Salt Lake Temple Open House, and we are coming up fast on the next major milestone. Next month, starting September 1st, 2026, reservations for the open house will officially become available online. The public tours themselves will run for a full 6 months, beginning on April 5th, 2027, and concluding later that year on October 1st.
If you're planning to attend, here is what you need to know. You can book your reservations over at templesquare.org or by using the Temple Square app. To make sure as many people as possible get to experience this, individual guests are limited to a maximum of 6 tickets. The larger groups can submit a special reservation request. If you aren't able to secure a ticket online, there will be limited walk-up reservations available, but those are strictly on a first-come, first-served basis. Also, keep in mind that while you do need a ticket to tour the temple itself, the broader Salt Lake Temple celebration activities happening on the grounds won't require tickets at all. Please support us by following, liking, and sharing this video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.